They effectively crashed Ticketmaster's pre-sale site, leading to threats of congressional investigations of Ticketmaster. Then the group that's known as Swifties bought so many tickets and scared Ticketmaster that the company canceled tomorrow's planned general public sale of tickets for her new concert tour. In their words, Ticketmaster canceled the sale due to extraordinarily high demands on ticketing systems and insufficient remaining ticket inventory. As we said, there are now congressional investigations over ticket sales for a concert tour. Think about that. Max Burns tweeted, "Swifties going to storm Ticketmaster like January 6th." And the internet complied with what such a rally would look like. Max of Third Degree Strategies is with us now. Explain this to me, because I still can't figure out why Taylor Swift fans have such enormous power.
Well, I'll tell you, Taylor Swift certainly broke the internet. About 3 million people signed up for Ticketmaster's verified fan program to get pre-sale tickets. And that was so many that Ticketmaster could only accommodate about half of them. The other half were given a rain check to a sale that is now canceled. And as Amy Klobuchar, who chairs the Senate Antitrust Committee, said, that's because essentially Ticketmaster is in a monopoly position. They haven't had to upgrade their infrastructure, improve customer experience to stay competitive. Their size and market share alone has allowed them to essentially sit in this dominant position. And now the Swifties are enraged. I mean, we'll see a 1 million fan march on Washington at this rate.
Right. They are enraged. They are dedicated. They're on social media, and we will do everything we can to not infuriate them at us. At least our Twitter pages explode. All right, Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour. I'm wondering what role she and other artists play in this, right? Because if she and Bruce Springsteen, who was selling tickets for $1,000 because of Ticketmaster's dynamic pricing, and other huge artists got together and they said, we're done. We're boycotting Ticketmaster, we're boycotting Live Nation and their venues, and we're not going to engage in this anymore. At that point, wouldn't Ticketmaster have to change?
Yeah, I think one of the things that's been said is that there's just no market alternative. One of the ideas floated by a Swiftie was to have Taylor Swift hire all of these laid off Twitter workers and have her build her own Ticketmaster. But there have been increasing criticisms of Taylor Swift from fans who have noted that she is certainly a fan of capitalism and has been very silent through all of this. I expect we will hear something from her because this is burning white hot, and it is certainly no signs of slowing down.
It's a great point, but at the same time, if you're going to hold Ticketmaster's feet to the fire, which Congress loves to do because AOC and Amy Klobuchar and others love to go after a monopoly in a corporate group, how do you not, in fairness, say to these artists, if you want something different, you've got to give up something, and you've got to give up either high-dollar ticket sales, or you've got to give up Live Nation's monopoly, or you got to play more concerts.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely starting to see that. I think also when Blink-182 announced a tour, a lot of people loved them, but not $700 worth of love. We're seeing for Taylor Swift has immense market power here. She is by far the most popular recording artist working today. If she spoke out and she tried to push with her weight, we would certainly see some changes in fairly short order.
The flip side, though, is you think about 3 million mostly young women. If there's 3 million people signing up to go to a concert, they're willing to tweet, they're willing to Instagram, they're willing to Snapchat if that's still a thing, and they're certainly willing to TikTok. How powerful of a political force is that if she chooses to use it that way?
Oh, it's massive. I think you've seen her be very discerning in how she's used that. She called for people to register to vote during the election and encouraged people to vote.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.